Oh,
Hey y'all, good evening. How's everyone doing?
first time having no ring light. Not looking as pretty as I could. It's all right though.
I mean, that's how you usually look.
Chill. Need my ring light. Dang.
Do I look as tired as I feel? What do you think?
You look like that all the time. Isn't that what you just told me?
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Are we good?
Hello, everybody.
I'm locked and loaded. How's everyone doing today? Episode number what? 29, I believe.
You don't know who
You're
keep
the only
track.
one that keeps up with that. It's it every time. It's it every time. Literally.
Oh my gosh. Man, how has your week been?
Well, you see, new scenery. I'm not in that jail cell, and I can. I, I sound as loud as I possibly can. Right, good, because I'm out of the school right now. It's fall break for all my students that attend my school. Chill, chill.
Oh,
But
I was about to expose you.
I'm back at home, as you can clearly see, and it feels good. I had a great little hiatus,
Mm-hmm.
great little break, fall break. But I just got that handy dandy flu shot today. Got my teeth checked. I'm keeping up on the agenda, keeping myself clean. So
You doing good.
yeah. What about you? We know you had
I'm,
a lot going on this week.
I'm good. I just got back from LA.
Ooh, Los
To,
Angeles,
yes, for
Louisiana.
oh, from hello Auntie Danas, hello mothers. Um, boy, I was about to say Louisiana,
What? Oh,
LA. I went there for my birthday. Period. I had the best time ever.
seriously?
Yes,
You go out every
literally.
night?
Yes,
Wow.
sadly, but I did. But I had a great time.
Does she have her own? Your friend?
We don't talk about people's personal business like you tell me.
My fault. That's on me. But I mean, I was wondering if you stayed in a hotel or what
Yeah, no,
something.
no, but no, I stayed with her. I stayed with her.
Okay, that's nice
Hmm.
and everything. But you say you ain't see no celebrities though.
I ain't seen no celebrities.
You your
I
own
didn't
celebrity. What about that?
exactly. It was
That's a,
fun. It was fun though. I had a great time.
actually.
Yeah, like one of the best trips, hands down, for
Wow. Okay, real quick.
real. Hmm.
Your boy has been putting in pain. So go check out the TikTok Cultivating Conversations.
Oh,
New clips from Rice University part one.
oh yeah. Tell him like wrap us up for Rice University.
Yeah, so
He
Rice
just wrapped that
University
up.
had just ended last podcast. If you didn't make it, let me give my two shout outs. You can check out 30-minute hour podcast on YouTube to see the old podcast if you missed it.
Hmm.
Or you can check out the clips to see the highlights of what went on. But our Rice University started off with our parents, having that rough and tough conversation with your parents. That did super well, actually.
This joint about to come
A
off.
lot of people enjoyed it. I don't know, they love
Yeah,
seeing
it
our
was like
parents.
over 400 views.
Yeah, they love seeing our parents for some reason. And then after that, we had a little small business spotlight on Deja's beloved friend Savannah
Hmm.
on Savvy Nails. And we went over that. We talked about even our experiences as a smaller brand, what we went through. Then, of course, we talked about hers and things like that. Again, you can watch that on the YouTube channel.
Hmm.
Third and the final installment was our STEM edition, our STEM special with our cousin Stephanie.
Yes.
So that was like a little wrap up, trying to give a more informative topic. A lot of people I know are in STEM. A lot of people Deja may know are in STEM or just want to be in STEM. So I think that was a good way to wrap up, our Rice University. And I can say, pat ourselves on the back. Like we putting out fire content,
We did
fire
that. We did
podcast
that.
episodes. Like we're really doing our thing. Even both Rices were very good.
Hmm.
So I'm proud of us, honestly. But yeah, that was our
Yeah.
Rice University. You got anything to add to that if I missed?
Nah, I mean, we happy to be back on Instagram. We was only on Facebook
Yeah.
for.
I haven't been on Instagram in a long time.
It feels weird. Like I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, shout out all the people watching on Instagram or on YouTube, Facebook.
Yes, literally. Why it make my neck look like I don't have no neck. It make me feel like. Anyway,
Okay.
so why we here, ugly?
This point forward, I'm not your friend. I am not cool with you. I'm here to only attack ideas. Today is the great debate.
The
And
Great Debaters.
the great debaters.
For those who know the reference, it's an
Yeah.
amazing movie that DeAndre has never seen.
I didn't even know that was a movie, but okay.
Okay, so go
The
ahead.
great debaters, me
I'm
and Deja
scared.
today.
Like
Me and Deja today will be running off topics, and it's not like what's your point of view on. This is debate. We coming with facts. We coming with stats. We coming with factual ideas. You know that are opinionated, of course, but this it's like a debate format type of idea. We spit our opinions out, rebuttal here and there, and then we give our final closing thoughts. And we want the audience to tell us who had the better, argument this time. And we want a prefix. That's the right word.
Preface.
Preface, yeah, preface. Yeah, some of these ideas that we are speaking on are not our personal beliefs, and it's only for entertainment purposes. Because some of the things, of course, we may not agree with in our regular life, but we're here for the people, so should be a good episode. And you got anything to say before I run down the rules real quick?
Nah, I had nothing to say. I would just like to say, you should be scared. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Here's the rules for debating.
I would like to say, never mind. I ain't even gonna say that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I'm just gonna say to everyone, they trying to set me up.
Here's the sob story.
Because I haven't gone all week, and then they gonna try to say this is our next episode back, knowing that I'm jet lagged. Like, but it's okay. It's okay.
That I'm jet. Yeah, okay. That's a little sob story to get her a few voting points. Okay. Here's the rules for this debate. Very simple. So you give your little constructive speech, or your opening statement, or however you feel about that topic. Again, not our personal beliefs, potentially. Number 2 is the other person has to have their rebuttal. So I say, no, that's not it. Then you say, yes, it is, because this, rebuttal, of course. And then 3, that can be affirmative or negative. So you can agree, with me, I guess, or you cannot. I will not be agreeing with you on no points. And then last and finally, you must prove your statement. So maybe like factual evidence or things of that nature. And again, I didn't write these. So.
But I didn't even know these rules. Like, that is crazy. It's crazy. I did not know these rules.
We just don't take this. We just trying our best. We'll be taking a look at our nose. We are not real debaters. It's just for fun. So, okay, it's already been almost 8 minutes. So let's get straight into it.
Exactly.
So do you want to? First of all, you asked me 3 times to explain something, so I'm trying. And secondly, do you want to go first? Because I heard ladies always go first.
I can
just keep talking again.
I can go first.
Okay, so first question, I have them here. Do you have the questions written down, or you want me to ask them all?
I got it written down.
Okay, I'll ask
Hopefully we have them first written down in the same order, but go ahead.
Okay. First question here is, does religion do more harm than good?
That is the question, guys. Does religion do more harm than good?
Yes.
So, as you know, guys, on my stance is that religion does, in fact, do more harm than good. Not only does it promote violence, it incites oppression amongst many people since the beginning. It's financial corruption within religion. Now, it's 2 different things. If you're talking about spirituality, that is the thing that I think is accepting. But religion, by definition, is a structure that is supported by, like, what's the word? How could I say, like, rules and regulations and like practices, and like that's within its definition. So by definition, religion, I think, does more harm than good.
Okay. So what is really crazy? I thought that you would bring that up about like religion and oppression and that type of thinking circle about religion. So yes. I wanted to start this off right away with out of 1,763 wars, only 6.87 were religion related. You said religion brings violence and oppression, but it's such a small number. I'm surprised that you would say something like that. But here's my opening statement. Kind of on the same line as you, which I agree, because spirituality and religion, I agree, are 2 different things. And it's honestly weird how you brought up religion is structural based, because that's basically what I'm talking about. So look, religion does more good than harm, of course, because in my eyes, religion is a structure. It is a system It is a system that is heavily counted on in a lot of communities. And even according to the National Alliance of Mental Health, religiosity reduces suicide rates, alcoholism, and drug use, and that is what this country stands for, or the world stands for. Am I right? We don't want unhappiness. We don't
You know,
want to be
people write
happy.
things down when people debate. Go ahead.
We create a sense of community, and it supports the people around you to acknowledge your efforts. It doesn't matter race. It doesn't matter what you identify as. It doesn't matter who you support politically. Religion is a structure that can unify the people, that can create a sense of happiness between everyone.
Community.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
right? Community. It doesn't it doesn't push you away. It brings you in. It gives you those life lessons that you need. Those efforts that you have a reason to live at some point. A lot of
Mm.
people are strung out and come back to religion to bring themselves here. So that's what I
Okay.
have to say to that. And
Okay.
that's my opening piece.
All right. To piggyback off something you said about the mental health, whatever.com you got that from, saying
Okay.
that
.org.
it reduced the levels of suicide or something like that.
Yeah,
But I don't have stats, but do you know that they have things called conversion camps? You know what a conversion
I
camp is?
do know about that.
What is a conversion camp is when someone who identifies as a part of the LGBT community, they take
Yes,
someone to those camps trying to convert them.
that's true.
We know many people who have been kicked out of their homes because of their sexuality being against what God would want them to do, who have committed suicide, who don't
That's
have
true.
anywhere to go. If you go to many of the homeless shelters, a lot of them would say they've been kicked out because their parents believed that it was devilish or that they were going to hell,
That is true.
which is
But
within a religious structure.
I know you
For
don't have.
one. For two, did
Okay,
you hear about the most recent issues that have happened in Iran?
I have.
Do you know that the morality police is people who basically police women because they're not wearing their hijabs properly, which is something that has to do with religion.
Right.
So, which is structurally based,
True.
meaning without all these things, it still would have avoided many killings and many suicidal situations, in my opinion.
On that other hand, like you talking about the palm, I'm talking about the back of the hand. On that other hand, look, as many times, and I agree with that. That is completely wrong. The things that you have listed, I agree. But we're not. I don't want. I
That
don't let.
woman was brutally murdered
Right.
because she
That,
did
that
not wear her hijab.
that is correct. That's completely wrong. I agree with that. I can never.
Racism in America was done because they believed that black people, because of God, they thought God,
That's true,
they
but that's their,
they
that's their
they
own that's their own personal
it was in
interpretation
the
of what God is.
structure.
Yes, but that's their own personal interpretation. I'm talking bigger on the grand schemes, not in particular
No,
people. And I agree with you that religion has caused a lot of that. But on that same note, you can't deny that um, justice systems, prison systems, that religion has influenced a lot of people to change their life. And look, even going back to the Office of Justice programs, sincere inmates were said to be more legitimate or genuine in their religious belief and practice and found religion to be a motivating factor in their lives. It literally is the meaning to life. It is a reason and a will to live.
mm-mm.
Do wrong, you go to religion to do right. That's just the structure base that has always been. Of course, there's been hiccups in the road, just like everything else. And I don't agree with those hiccups. But we go back down to the base of what religion stands for. It is a way to bring your community together to do better, regardless.
No. If we really look at the definition by Webster, it
Okay.
is a personal, set, or institutionalized system of religious attitudes, a particular system of faith or worship practices or beliefs. Why does it have to be so structured if it's just something that's supposed to just bring people together? Why can't it just be spirituality? Why do we have to be bound within rules and practices and guidelines?
I
That's
think
to
that
control people.
okay, that's true, but I also think that creates good morality. I think that also creates good ethics because people have guidelines to live by. It then sets people up for success when they can. At least some people need those rules. Some people need structure to function, and if there are none set in place, then that creates havoc. It creates that violence that you were talking about. So at least there's pillars set in place and a structure that will allow that those benefits that. Come on, bro. No, I see.
I know you've seen that Martin episode where
What?
the mom, when Martin was trying to dress up as the mom, and the pastor took all her money.
I didn't see that.
We got a lot of pastors out here taking people's last dimes.
But that's not about religion, though.
Yes, it is.
Religion is the structure. The person that uses religion for bad, it does not determine what religion
Well, we're
stands
saying
for.
it does more harm than good. That's the
Oh,
question.
that's you're
Yes.
right. You're right. But
Like
I
we're
think it
not
definitely
talking
does
about
more good. So,
in closing.
in closing, I stand that it does more good than harm. And Deja, you still on that stance, or you would come to the good side?
Of course, this is not my. If we're talking
No,
me
no,
as
no. We're talking about in the
oh,
podcast.
I'm gonna still say it does more harm because
Okay.
as many things that I think I can think of going back when it comes, I think that is done. Your mother is
What?
she is biased.
What
All
she
her comments are saying Dre giving facts. I agree with Dre. But now in closing, I still stand
Okay.
on where I stand.
So okay, we couldn't convince each other. So people in the comments in the chat, let us know who argument. And remember, it's just for the show. So
Yeah,
if you
don't be
see
coming for me.
if you see these clips or see these podcasts, remember it's just the show. You know? So that W first little round. Okay, so it's the second round now. You can. I'll go first. So
Okay, let's
talk to
see.
me. Talk to me.
Oh, you want me to say the question though, but you want to go
Yeah,
first?
you want me to say? I got them right here.
Yeah,
It's
go ahead.
whatever. Okay, so the second question is: are corporate jobs a new form of slavery? So,
That's very a very bold statement to make. Just
mm,
want to say.
mm. Okay, I knew you were gonna say something like that, but I'm starting my opening
I
statement.
didn't even say
I
anything.
I know I supposed to. I know I supposed to say, but okay.
Oh,
So
gosh.
handy dandy right here. Okay, look. So this is my opening statement here. Corporate jobs are a new form of slavery. You know, there's this type of love to climb the ranks and work your way to the top, but that takes countless of years and hard work and determination to get there. And some corporate jobs, when you finally get to the top, you never have a true say in anything that you do while you're there, while you get there, while you're growing. And that sense of no freedom, you're scared to call out of work to see what your boss is saying because you might get fired. That is a sense of bondage, literally. And from the I don't know how to pronounce this, from the Countess WordPress, financial abundance, when financial abundance turns insufficient,
What
that
does
is
that
when
mean?
mental financial abundance, like when your
No, I know what that
money.
means, but you say
What?
when it. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me finish my quote. This is my opening statement. Can I
Okay.
when when financial abundance turns insufficient, that's when mental peace and health is affected. When you're making so much, when you're making money and the money doesn't mean to you that your health and that your mental wellness is affected, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it is a form of slavery. We're not talking about bondage and chains and uh, you know, being beaten because of you're not hitting the
You're
quota
just
for
saying
the
the
day.
actual word of it.
Right. It's new form. We got to flip our mindset on what we're trying to talk about. Slavery is literally be treated as property from a higher sense of authority.
Mm-hmm.
So of course I would never, and I don't care for the podcast or not, I would never compare slavery to a corporate job. That's never. But in the sense of this, the new form, you're literally bonded to a person with authority due to the fact that they're your boss. And I think that people don't feel safe in work. They don't feel like they can speak up at work because they're scared to be fired, which is literally a direct connection to what slavery could possibly be.
I knew that you would try to say the part when you said people like their mental health and feeling stressed and not feeling like they have a say so. But honestly, when you think of the upsides of having a corporate job, how many people probably would never have any benefits, any insurance, any savings, any retirement without having that corporate job? Where would they get that stuff from? I mean, you could work for a
That's it.
nonprofit or you could try to work your way through it, but even us as children have benefited from both parents having a corporate job. Um, for two, it creates stability in development. Oh, we can't talk personally, but a lot of people, as they move through the chains, they're gaining more skills to move up and to move on. Where else would you kind of gain those type of skills? Networking, leadership opportunities. You grow. It's like character development when you work within a team and within a structure of a corporate job. Um, what else? Yeah, that's really it. Like I think the huge piece for me, I think, would be the benefits and the stability of it all. Because without it, what would you do? I mean, what else did I have here? Yeah. Um, but that something that I knew that you would definitely say was the feeling used and feeling like you're just disposable.
Okay.
But if we, which I don't have no stats, but if we took the polls, I really don't think most people would say that they felt like they couldn't speak up at work or felt
Okay.
used.
Okay. If shoulda, coulda, woulda, but we don't have no polls. So listen,
But you,
everything,
okay,
everything in the corporate office feels robotic. There's no rarely any real human connection. Is this is on your table? Get it done by 5 o'clock. That's straight to it. And a lot of times when you have to meet those assignments and meet those quotas, you can feel a feeling of no freedom or no
but
reason to
that's up
express
to the
yourself
person.
simply
They,
because you're afraid that you're going to get fired. That happens a lot of times. You know, many times people have struggled. And I'm bringing personal. This summer I struggled with my corporate job because I didn't want to. I was feeling very in stress and very um, lackluster, and I felt weird. I felt awkward to tell my boss, "Man, I need to take this week out."
but that wasn't because of that was because of
But
your own thoughts. Your boss, your supervisor never made should have never insinuated or made you feel like you couldn't have spoke up and said what you wanted to say.
well, they don't insinuate, but when you ask once and they give you that weary answer, now you don't want to ask again.
Mm, because we,
What?
if we want to bring it personally, we work for the same boss, and I never had problems. So it might be just be you.
Maybe you weren't getting worked from 2 to 11, 2 to 12 every day.
First of all, that was your
You were
choice.
working. You were working 6 to 11,
You're
five
not going
hours
to.
a day. 5 hours a day. We dropped you off at 4. We pick you up
That
at
is
10.
cap,
I'm
DeAndre.
working. I'm working. It's aligned the entire
But
day.
you know what's crazy about this whole thing is that you chose to work those hours.
I did. Back to my point, though.
But most
Listen.
people, you
What?
need
What?
like anything in life could feel structural and robotic if you don't allow yourself to think differently about it. Like that's
Right?
just the bottom line. That can be school, that can be a job. Everything can feel like you feel like like is mechanic, but it's up to you to look at it differently.
But every day is more and more. It's like you're being compared to a machine. It's just your
Not
man.
true. I
He
mean, but I
always
mean,
more.
I would
You
have
can
to
say
agree with
that's
you on
good.
some points. On this one, I do agree with you on some points where it does feel like you're just a number at a lot of these places.
Right. And I take account to even when I had a boss, he didn't make me feel like a number. And I appreciate bosses like that, but that's not the norm. A lot of people get that, get this done by the end of the day. Oh, we gonna see why you still hired here. And that's just the truth.
Mm.
But where do you still stand on this topic?
No, I have to agree with you.
Wow.
Well, no.
Oh,
I think it's a stretch to like,
slavery?
which I know you weren't making that direct correlation, but I think there's some downsides to it. But all in all, nah, I think I kind of agree with you. Like if we lumped all the corporate jobs together, I think more people would kind of lean on what you're saying than what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think I had good experience with quote unquote corporate jobs or even internships where
Me
people
too.
made me feel like I wasn't a number. They made me feel like I was really a part of
Me too.
the brand. So if I'm being honest, I will be leaning more towards you. But if we put it all in grand scheme,
Like if we look at everybody, I think
yeah,
that
I
we.
think people would feel like that. Like when
I
we,
literally was in LA
uh,
and the construction workers were going on strike because of the,
wow, the work conditions.
yeah, and just like no benefits, no insurance,
Yeah,
no safety, no good job, no working regulations. So it's like it's a very real thing for a lot of people who just don't
yeah,
who feel like they are just a number. So I
yeah,
definitely, feel that.
yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, this is perfect. This is perfect because this is argument number 3, and it's good because the odd number we can see who actually won this. So and remember, everybody who's watching, let us know who y'all think won the second debate question. So
DeAndre, you suck all around.
I suck in what?
Everything.
Okay.
I really would like to. Can we do? Okay, I was gonna
Now
say.
say it. Say it. Say it.
No, I was gonna see and try to test each other. What points do you think I'm about to make about this next topic? And I want to see if I can do the same with yours. Or do you want to go in the structure that we're supposed to go in?
Now we can break it up. We can say you want me to like talk about what you're gonna say first, and then what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
like
say.
see if we can kind
Okay.
of like trump.
Okay. I
Not,
think and don't you can't even lie if I get them right.
nah, and we'll
Yeah.
say what the topic is first.
Oh yeah. I'm tripping. So, the question is: should homework be banned in schools? That is the general question. And now we're breaking up a little bit. We're going to try to guess what each other will say. So I'm going to guess what you say first.
Okay.
You're gonna bring up this summer. Uh, oh dang, I was wrong. I thought
No,
you were
what?
going to bring up
What?
this summer with when we were studying together. Well, we were based like tutoring. I thought
Well,
you
I
were going to
try
bring
not
up
to
that.
think of like personal things, but
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were going to bring up that
Uh,
because like I'm technically like if I didn't have that or have like something to do later, then I would have been in bad shape. So what do you think I'm gonna
mm.
say? What do you think I'm gonna say?
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something about too much homework can bring like burnout and stress to kids or something. Did you have that one?
Chill, chill, chill. Yeah. Chill, bro.
Just
Okay,
saying.
so you go first this time.
Okay. Um, for this one, I think this one is kind of pretty important to me because my stance on it is that it should not be banned in school, and homework should not be banned in schools. That's the
Okay,
question, right? Yeah.
it says yeah, should homework be banned in schools? So you're saying
Because mainly, like, I would like to say that now I'm reading my statement, that I am a product of proper preparation, meaning that my schools that gave me homework has prepared me for the next steps of life. Like, a teacher shouldn't be responsible for doing everything during the workday. Like, parents need to be held responsible when it's time to leave school, so that the parent needs to know what the child is doing. The child needs to be held responsible and accountable to check the knowledge if they've been paying attention or learning it. A teacher shouldn't have to be responsible for doing that from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then the kid just go off and does nothing at the end of the day. I feel like
okay,
that's not fair. I feel like it also helps you to like get that time away from the classroom setting to really reflect and figure out if you understood the material. Like everybody can't do everything in a classroom setting. You got to figure out if you can check the knowledge outside the classroom. Without homework, for me, I feel like been I
as a
wouldn't have been
teacher.
ready for the next steps of life. Period.
Okay, okay. So my stance on all of this is homework should indeed be banned in
That's
schools.
laziness.
You gonna let me talk?
Good.
Listen, listen. In my opinion, if schools and teachers took the initiative to do critical learning already in class, there would be no need for homework. And a lot of times, teachers are auditory speakers, so they are not auditory speakers, but auditory type teachers.
What does
They
that
want you
mean?
to
Like,
they want you to listen to everything. Like,
oh,
so they don't even take a step to try to do like kinesthetic learning, that is a learner that I am hands-on activities, different ways to incorporate the
you.
class.
This is crazy. Yeah, you went to one of the main schools that did so much hands-on learning. Like
I'm
you.
talking for the population.
Okay. Okay.
They don't do enough kinesthetic learnings for these students. They just want them to sit in class, write the work. Oh, here's the homework. Go do it at home.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of structure that it is. And from the National Math Foundation.org, kinesthetic learners may
You
account
already
for as
got the
much as
facts. Okay.
55% of the population.
Wait,
Think of
say it
how.
again. Sorry, I cut you
Oh,
off.
okay. Kinesthetic learners may
Mm-hmm.
account for as much as 45% of the population.
Mm.
That's almost 50. That's almost 50. That's a lot of students that don't get that preparation, that don't get that learning, that are kicked down to the side because they can't understand what's going on in front of them. And if you took that initiative to, yeah, I'm gonna try this project today. I'm gonna do this study group today. I'm gonna do group work today to bring these kids together so they can understand and work instead of kicking them some homework to learn it on their own.
I
And
mean,
then
is that really the homework's fault, or is that just that's just the school's structure in general?
um
Because you're talking about different learning styles. That has
yeah,
nothing to do with homework. That has to do
but
with the
it's
way the
about why
school
homework
teaches
should
stuff.
be banned, though. I'm saying it should be banned due to the fact that these things should be put in place. If these were put in place, then it should be banned. I think it should be banned regardless. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
homework is nothing but busy work, in my opinion. It creates a lot of busy work for students that they could be doing for extracurricular activities. they could be bringing their mind to something that they love, a passion that they want to jump into, but they bonded by this homework. You know how many times I came home and I had to do so much homework and then I couldn't do what I actually wanted to do. You know, it takes a lot for a student to go to school for 8 hours and come home and have to do homework and then have to deal with their parents. Lord have mercy. Look, I'm gonna leave with you with this statistic before I hear this rebuttal. 83% of children 6 to 17 have participated in at least one, just one extracurricular activity. Think how much higher that could be without homework.
Yeah, you make great points. I would have to. I agree. Like, no, because I feel you. Like, I swear, I feel you on that point of it takes away a lot of the time that could have been used on other things for sure.
Yeah, and
Because that has
you know,
happened to me. So
you did go on there with one of my points, so I might as well just say it.
okay.
Mental stress of even when you're growing up. The CDC report about 3 in 10 high school students deal with mental issues during that's just during COVID, and 1 in 3 have feelings of sadness or unhappiness. And these reports were in 2022.
Does it have to do from homework?
I'm just saying, school brings a lot of mental stress, and homework definitely
It
adds
adds
a
to
lot
it.
to that. So that's all I'm just trying to bring up. And even though I'm gonna step down to the end, even though I agree homework should be in school, because I know a lot of these kids that that will literally not pay attention to class, go home and not pay attention if they didn't have
Exactly.
homework. So it's a lot of structural based, and you're right. The schools that we went to had a lot of hands-on, a lot of learning, a lot of go
No,
outside and go teach yourself.
not
So,
me. Not
oh
me.
well, yeah, not your high school, but my high school definitely did. So
I
I
won't even give them that credit. They did not. They
they
just
didn't at all.
they bombarded us with homework.
Wow,
But it prepared me. That's what I was saying. It prepared
yeah,
me. Because
because
once
that's
I
really
came to
how it is.
college,
Though
I was
you
like,
get right, you get bombarded with homework at college a lot,
and
and it's more
that's why I cruised through the whole way.
cruise through college. It's really like college is really understand what they say, do the homework, you good. Like that's really it. Like a lot of it is homework based. A lot of it is get your assignments in on time, and of course the tests hold a lot of weight. But a lot of the
Well, yeah.
classes that don't involve like test based or like math type classes, you really if you just retain the information, you'll be good. But anyways, that's here nor there. So
Yeah, I would have to say that you got me on that because I agree with all your points. And you were so well prepared.
was
Had
I
stats and everything.
was I.
But I would like to say y'all already set me up for failure. So I don't.
So if anybody's watching this on YouTube, Instagram, or watching this later, tell us who won the debate. Tell us who won the debate. You know, no biased
Because
opinion.
and honestly, sometimes you know that people in statistics, because I got an A in statistics, that people form their stats so that it agrees
Right.
with what their
You're
statement
right.
said.
You
So
know, a
your
lot of
stats really,
you're right. A lot about debating is manipulating the stats because
yes,
a lot of these stats be in
captive.
Wyoming in one school. You know,
Exactly.
you know, a lot of these stats. No, you're right though. You really got like. I'm not gonna cap to you like I didn't go in depth on these stats to find out like where this was or whatever.
No,
But
I get you. It wasn't
yeah,
supposed to be all like that.
right, I
Yeah,
know. But you're right though. A lot of stats are like
I'm just a kid.
manipulated to to spew what you believe, and that's kind of what we did. You know, just kind of use what we believe because in the next line they could have said, "Well, that's only for this state," you know. So,
Because
and I didn't say
I
it.
ain't never got surveyed a day in my life.
Right. So that's a YouTube survey. But
But
anyways,
nah, yeah, this is fun. This was fun.
Stafford, that was lit.
Yes. So thank y'all for coming to the Great Debaters, Deja
Yeah,
and DeAndre edition. My name always goes first.
yeah. Clap it up for Deja, everyone. She was off the flight and jumped right into it. I appreciate her for that.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for always being well prepared. You can tell DeAndre that he gotta do something tomorrow. He be ready. Me, on the other hand, no. But you're always ready.
Gotta be prepared. Okay.
Love that. But ooh, I don't like when we go over time. All right.
34.
You got anything to plug?
Nope. Again, cultivating conversations don't take time. You know, them clips take a little minute, so just support that. It would mean a lot. That's all I got.
Put the link in our on our Instagram story or something.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, other than that, you got anything?
No, I don't have nothing to plug. Thank everybody for the birthday wishes. If
Oh yeah,
that's
we didn't
really
talk about
it's kind of cool how my face is right here and then yours is right here.
that. That is
Anyway, but now I have nothing to plug. We'll just see y'all. Ooh, shout out to actually Fenty Beauty. That's what's on my lips.
Look good.
All right, yeah. We will see y'all allegedly next.
Yeah, I'm got. Yeah, I'm got. That's some allegedly, bro.